The global luxury watch industry is entering a defining moment, and at the center of that transformation stands an unexpected yet undeniably powerful figure, Jungkook. When the CEO of Hublot publicly emphasized that the brand is strengthening its women's segment while acknowledging Jungkook as part of its long-term evolution strategy, it was more than a routine corporate statement. It was a declaration of direction. It was a signal that tradition and youth culture, precision engineering and pop influence, heritage and future ambition are converging in ways few anticipated. And now, the world is watching closely. For decades, Hublot has been recognized for its bold, masculine aesthetic. The brand's identity was built around strong silhouettes, oversized cases, daring materials, and a confident design language that resonated particularly well with male collectors. From sports partnerships to avant-garde collaborations, Hublot carved its reputation in the realm of assertive luxury. Yet the landscape of luxury consumption has shifted dramatically. Women are no longer secondary players in high watchmaking. They are collectors, investors, decision-makers, and cultural drivers. The demand for technically sophisticated timepieces designed specifically for women has grown steadily, and the brands that adapt will define the next era. Against this backdrop, the CEO's remarks about strengthening the women's category carry strategic weight. The announcement of a forthcoming high-complication model for women signals not merely product diversification but philosophical evolution. High-complication watches have historically been a domain dominated by male clientele, tourbillons, minute repeaters, perpetual calendars presented within traditionally masculine design codes. By committing to launch a high-complication model tailored for women, Hublot is entering a competitive space where technical mastery must harmonize with elegance, ergonomics, and aesthetic refinement. Yet perhaps the most intriguing aspect of this strategic shift is the role Jungkook plays within it. His appointment is not framed as a fleeting celebrity endorsement. Instead, it is described as a foundational stone for the brand's next evolution. That language is deliberate. It suggests permanence, structure, and transformation. Jungkook embodies a rare duality, global superstardom and youthful authenticity. As a member of BTS, he represents one of the most influential cultural phenomena of the 21st century. His reach spans continents, demographics, and industries. He is admired not only for musical talent but also for style, discipline, and emotional connection with fans. Importantly, Jungkook's fanbase includes a vast number of women across age groups and regions. From young professionals investing in their first luxury purchase to established collectors seeking meaningful pieces, his influence touches a demographic that luxury brands increasingly prioritize. The CEO's acknowledgement of the significant female fanbase is not accidental. It reflects data-driven insight. Luxury marketing today relies on understanding emotional affinity and aspirational alignment. Jungkook represents aspiration, dedication, excellence, and global recognition achieved at a young age. Luxury brands historically relied on exclusivity and heritage storytelling. While those pillars remain vital, the modern consumer also seeks relatability and narrative continuity. Jungkook bridges that gap. He respects craftsmanship, yet he belongs to the digital generation. He stands on global stages, yet maintains an approachable persona. This balance makes him an ideal conduit between Hublot's traditional watchmaking expertise and the cultural energy of young audiences. The strategy unfolds on multiple levels. First, there is brand rejuvenation. Hublot has always embraced innovation, but aligning with a global music icon signals openness to broader cultural currents. Second, there is gender expansion. Strengthening the women's segment is not simply about producing smaller case sizes or adding diamonds. It requires rethinking design, technical architecture, and storytelling to reflect women's growing role as serious collectors. Third, there is geographic growth. Jungkook's influence in Asia, North America, Europe, and beyond amplifies brand visibility across critical markets. Observers within the industry note that the decision to invest in a high-complication women's model reflects confidence. Complications demand research, development, and master craftsmanship. Introducing such a piece for women challenges outdated assumptions about purchasing patterns. It acknowledges that women appreciate horological complexity just as deeply as men. By pairing this technical ambition with Jungkook's cultural influence, Hublot is effectively aligning emotional desirability with mechanical excellence. The evolution also mirrors broader societal shifts. Luxury is no longer about rigid categories, it is about personal expression. Women increasingly reject the notion that they should choose between elegance and complexity. They want both. They want pieces that command attention yet feel tailored. They want watches that reflect strength and sophistication without sacrificing refinement. If Hublot succeeds in delivering a high-complication model that resonates emotionally and aesthetically, it could redefine expectations across the industry. Jungkook's involvement amplifies anticipation. His presence at brand events, campaigns, and launches draws media coverage that extends far beyond traditional watch publications. Fashion outlets, entertainment platforms, and social media communities converge. Each appearance generates discussion, analysis, and admiration. This cultural ripple effect enhances brand awareness in markets where watchmaking alone might struggle to capture mainstream attention. Critically, the CEO emphasized that Jungkook's appointment is an attempt to connect the front line of watchmaking expertise with youth culture. This phrasing underscores a strategic synthesis. It is not about diluting heritage, it is about communicating it differently. Young consumers may not initially understand the intricacies of a tourbillon cage or a perpetual calendar mechanism. However, when introduced through a trusted cultural figure, curiosity grows. Education follows inspiration. Industry analysts point out that luxury growth increasingly depends on younger demographics. Millennials and Generation Z account for a significant portion of global luxury spending growth. Their values emphasize authenticity, transparency, and storytelling. They appreciate brands that evolve rather than remain static. By aligning with Jungkook, Hublot positions itself as dynamic and forward-looking. There is also symbolic power in timing. Announcing a women-focused high-complication model during a period of global cultural transformation suggests awareness. Women's economic empowerment is reshaping purchasing behavior. Luxury brands that recognize and respect this shift stand to gain loyalty and advocacy. Hublot's commitment signals acknowledgement of women not merely as recipients of decorative pieces, but as discerning connoisseurs of mechanical artistry. Behind the scenes, product development for such a watch likely involves careful engineering. High complications require precision assembly, space management within smaller case diameters, and aesthetic coherence. Balancing mechanical complexity with wearability for diverse wrist sizes presents design challenges. Success will depend on collaboration between master watchmakers, designers, and marketing strategists who understand evolving expectations. The synergy between technical mastery and cultural relevance forms the heart of this narrative. Jungkook's image, disciplined, ambitious, globally respected, mirrors the dedication required in haute horlogerie. Both music performance and watchmaking demand countless hours of refinement. Both value timing, rhythm, and precision. The metaphorical alignment strengthens storytelling potential. Public reaction has been immediate. Fans celebrate the acknowledgement of female supporters within the luxury narrative. Industry watchers debate the impact on competitors. Could this move pressure other heritage brands to accelerate women-focused complications? Could it inspire broader shifts in how ambassadors are selected, not solely for prestige but for demographic resonance? Hublot's history includes bold partnerships in sports and art. The addition of a global music icon reflects diversification of influence. It demonstrates that cultural capital now rivals athletic endorsement in shaping luxury perception. Music transcends language barriers, and Jungkook's global concerts illustrate his universal appeal. His fans often express admiration for his fashion and accessories, further enhancing brand visibility. As the second half of the year approaches and anticipation builds for the high-complication women's model, speculation intensifies. What aesthetic direction will Hublot pursue? Will the design incorporate signature fusion elements, mixing traditional mechanics with contemporary materials? Will the campaign feature Jungkook interacting with female collectors, symbolizing inclusivity and empowerment? The strategy suggests long-term commitment rather than a seasonal experiment. When a CEO describes an ambassador as a cornerstone of evolution, it implies sustained collaboration. Brand transformation requires continuity. Consumers respond to authenticity over time, not fleeting hype. Jungkook's consistent global presence offers stability within a rapidly changing luxury landscape.